Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, or whatever you'd want to call me, Mr. Wonderful 436, back with another playthrough that's not Metaphor ReFantazio. And this is not a Zelda situation where the Metaphor playthrough will disappear. Honestly, I'm gonna also find a way to bring back the Zelda series because I really want to beat Zelda, but LEGO Horizon Adventures came out, and I've been playing Horizon for the first time off stream. And my lovely girlfriend said she saw it and she's like, oh, they made another Lego game. And she knew that I've been playing Horizon, and she's like, well, I'll probably never play Horizon, so this will kind of give me a glimpse in the world of Horizon and show me why you like it. And I was like, you know what? That's sweet. So I'm playing it with my girlfriend. I played the beginning a little bit with my girlfriend. We're going to start a new save and start from the beginning because we were playing kind of far back from the screen. And I have a hard time playing far away from screens when I play games. I have to be pretty close. So I didn't really like see fully what I was doing. I felt blinded. But from what I played of it, I've enjoyed it, and this is a game that I really didn't think I was gonna be playing this close to launch, but I caved in. I'm excited to try it, and I hope it's fun. So without further ado, let's hop into part 1 of LEGO Horizon Adventures.
In the far future, there are no TVs, no smartphones, no social media. Just beautiful and totally not boring nature everywhere. Oh, and giant robot dinosaurs, of course. Nobody knows where they came from, or what happened to the ancient world of cars, skyscrapers, and funny cat videos that existed once. It's what the people who live in these times call a mystery.
For a LEGO game, it looks really good.
And it's not the only one. Years ago, Tirsa, the leader of her tribe, found a baby girl all alone in the mountains. Nobody knows where she came from either. And since orphans in stories always bring trouble, that made the villagers a little nervous. So the mysterious child was raised outside of the village by the hunter Rost. He named her Aloy. Open wide. He soon discovered she had a natural talent for hitting targets. And watching Aloy grow over the years, helping to hone her skills, filled him with great joy and satisfaction. But through it all, Aloy wondered each and every day, where had she come from? Who was her mother? And why the heck had she been left in the mountains? Questions only Tirsa, the old lady who found her, could answer. But you're not here to listen to me go on and on. This is a game, not an audiobook. So let's join Aloy as she embarks on an epic adventure on the day she travels to the village of Mother's Heart for the first time.
I do wonder what LEGO's goal is here. If they're trying to like expand.
Oh, better way to start the day than with some nutritious healing berries.
If they're trying to expand to video game IPs as well, and like kind of have a child-friendly retelling of famous video games, because, well, I think Horizon is like T or mature. I'm not entirely sure. For at least from where I am in the game, it's not the most intense game in terms of like, you know, gore or anything. So I just find it interesting, like,
How come these bushes never grow healing chocolates?
kind of, if that's what they're going for.
The day is finally here. Like, right here. Because it's today!
Well, you wait long enough, every day gets here eventually.
I wonder what Mother's Heart is like. And Tirsa, of course. What do you think she's gonna tell me? She has to know something, right? I mean, she found me, so if anyone knows anything...
Oh, slow down. We have to get there first. Maybe you can work off some of that energy on the way. What do you say to a little training?
I say, look out, training. Here comes Aloy!
This was a big day for Aloy, all right. First time seeing the village of Mother's Heart. First chance to ask Tirsa about her mother. And first time having her thoughts and feelings narrated.
I love LEGO games though, so like I'm excited to play this. I do think it's interesting too, kind of the unique spin they've taken with it. It doesn't play like a little Lego game, your normal Lego game, When I was playing with my girlfriend, we were both pretty... First off, you can't play multiplayer right off rip. You have to beat this prologue alone, which we were both caught off guard. And you also just like can't break everything. There's some things that are just indestructible, which I don't care, honestly, about that. I mean, obviously it is weird because you just associate that stuff with Lego, but I don't mind this like new take. I mean, I think stuff like this, I pointed out when I was playing with her, is cute. Like the way there's definitely a lot of Horizon elements mixed with Lego, which I think is cool. It's not just the IP taken into Lego form. They do things that honor the game, which I think is kind of cool. And you'll see a little bit of that in this first mission, or this tutorial. I played the tutorial in the first level. I'll probably breeze through these, not gonna lie, because I know what to do.
I'll stash this away somewhere safe.
Yeah, I remember when they revealed this. I don't have the footage. I actually went back to look. I always love to, because I've been kind of becoming a PlayStation fan, more of a PlayStation fan as past years have gone by. I find myself playing a lot of games on my PlayStation, growing up being a really big Xbox kid. I remember seeing this at the showcase and being like, interesting, not like blown away or anything, and just kind of remembering like, yeah, I'll probably get it eventually. It's a Lego game, but here I am, not too long after launch, playing it, really out of like curiosity. And again, I think I'm just getting into a PlayStation fanboy. I just am always so interested. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna sit here and say Xbox is doing terrible things as a company and then praise PlayStation, because I think they both have their flaws. But I do think PlayStation's just a little bit ahead of Xbox right now.
You remember how it goes, don't you? You ready an arrow, and then you pull the string.
Very funny. Gets funnier every time you say it.
I know, right?
I am rooting hard for Xbox though. I would love to see. I hope the new Indiana Jones game coming out for Xbox is good. I love Indiana Jones, and I think that'd be a really good thing for Xbox if that was good, even though it's only a timed exclusive. So also, I put it on the hard. When I put it with my girlfriend, we played on normal. I put this on the hardest difficulty, so we'll see how that goes. I might lower it.
Even after years
I was
of
interested to
failure,
see how hard it
the
is, though.
target still hadn't learned to move out of the way. But then, that's inanimate objects for you.
I also love how everything is Lego. It's so weird. Out of all the Lego games to be like more fluid moving and less Lego-like, I would expect it to be this one. And expect the ones that like the Marvel superheroes that are like really flowy and open world and stuff to kind of be like this, but no. I'm really curious to see what this game's sales look like, because obviously it's a Lego game. Gonna draw in a young audience who, even if they don't know Horizon, will be interested because Lego slapped on it. But then the Horizon fans, I mean, I personally don't know how big the Horizon fan base is.
I have something for you.
I'll let this play real quick.
A strange device Tirsa found next to you when you were a baby. It's called a focus?
I won't ask why you've kept it from me all this time because I'm just too excited. Gimme! Huh. Does it go like, looks like it goes here.
Well, come on. I've waited years to find out what it does.
Whoa. I can see stuff shining on those targets. Like it's telling me where to shoot. This must be so rare. Like one of a kind.
Actually, Tirsa found a whole bag. Always good to have some spares, right? For friends and family?
Obviously, this isn't how it happens in base game, but
Aloy couldn't wait to make some new friends and start handing out focuses to them.
I forgot what I was
They
saying.
were gonna look so cool.
Remote depart.
Man, I forgot what I was saying before that cutscene.
Ha! Got him.
Hopefully I'll remember.
You've been toasting that machine dummy since you were 5, but it never gets old.
Excuse me, Rost. The dummy has a name. And it's Fred.
Sorry, Fred.
It's okay, he forgives you.
After everything
I wonder if
Aloy
it's
had been through,
the actual voice
Fred had
actors.
certainly earned some respect. But other machines in the wild were rather less friendly.
I also find it interesting that, like, the game has, like, Lego movie humor.
Finders keepers. Bird to a crisp.
Boy, you can keep shooting through it. I didn't know that.
Ooh, good stuff in here.
I love that she just eats shit. I think it's so funny.
That was me.
I know how crazy this game's gonna get with like action set pieces and stuff. Obviously, it's a Lego game, so I don't expect too much, but it'd be cool.
That's one ticked off broadhead. Remember, don't let it charge at you. Might be best to sneak up on it. As long as you stay in the long grass, it won't see you.
Yeah, I know, but it's so itchy.
Aloy had heard stories of the days when the metal creatures were docile and peaceful. It made her think that maybe destroying them wasn't the nicest thing to do. Then one would headbutt her in the face and she'd get over it.
I'm taking it
Yeah,
to
it's
bits.
definitely. Oh, and yeah, and they do more damage. Definitely a little more difficult.
Training pays off.
Oh, nice. Maybe a little bit of a difficulty
See that
spike going
there?
to the hardest
I
one.
bet
Not too
all
much
the
though.
moves. Now I just have to meet Tirsa, find out who my mother was, and life will be pretty much perfect.
Don't start celebrating yet. It's bad luck.
Right, bad luck.
Besides, there's one more thing you must face before we go on.
What?
Lunch. Thought you might get the munchies, so I got up early and made you your favorite sandwich.
Pickle? Nice! What are we waiting for? I'm starving here.
Wait, hear that? Sounds like Mother's heart is in trouble. It's under attack.
They're taking people away. We have to do something.
We're too far away, Aloy.
Look, there's people moving over there.
Come on, move it.
Let us go, you wingnuts! Let us go!
Nice try, Grandma.
I ain't your grandma, pasty white butt
No,
face.
that was Tirsa, wasn't it?
Yep.
She's still at it. Stop messing around. Helis is waiting for us.
Wow, celebrating too early is bad luck.
Sure is. We have to help her.
Come on, let's find out what happened.
Nope. Nope.
Interesting with this game, I think this game's on Switch, which is just weird because it's a PlayStation first-party game. You know, look it up.
Mother's heart was far emptier than the village Aloy had imagined. Then again, a strange cult had just kidnapped a bunch of people, so the place was quieter than usual. But I'll let Sona, the villager's tough defender, fill you in. Take it away, Sona.
It is on Switch.
I can't believe this happened on my watch. Cultists right inside Mother's heart.
What happened?
I went out to deal with some machines prowling outside our gates, but it was all part of the cult's plan. Just as I was giving this nasty broadhead a wedgie, I realized something didn't smell right. By the time I got back, Tirsa and the others were gone.
How many people did they take?
You know how hard it is to count without fingers. All I know is we have to save them. But I can't leave my post again.
Don't worry. We saw the way they went. We'll get Tirsa and the others back.
One more thing. My son, Varl. He ran off on a rescue mission before I could stop him. The boy's got a good heart, but he's not ready for this kind of trouble.
Yeah, there it is. Another thing I'm interested to
Sounds mysterious.
see is, I know there was a Lego Horizon set prior, but it's just see how Lego pushes this on a like Lego set or like merch aspects or the merch side of it all. Obviously, they could just bring that one set back and sell it, but interesting. Into the Woods, Rescue Nora, Sacred Lands. I can't beat this game too fast because I don't want to spoil. I mean, obviously, it clearly isn't telling an accurate depiction of what happens in Horizon Zero Dawn, but
That's where they found you. All Mother Mountain.
don't want
A
any spoilers.
sacred, mysterious place. Watching.
I thought it was that one over there.
Yes, of course. A
Say,
sacred,
very Lego
mysterious
movie humor.
place, watching over us always, holding tight to its secrets.
Like, why my mom left me there. Well, I won't be finding out without Tirsa, so let's save those villagers.
Apologies.
I think I remember what I was gonna say earlier. Completely random, but I wonder how big the Horizon fan
I
base
can't believe
is.
cultists kidnapped all those people.
They're bad news, all right.
Yeah, really bad. The worst, just the worst. And I just have one question. What's a cultist?
Let me see. How do I explain? Cultists are so convinced they're right about something, usually something pretty crazy, that you just can't reason with them.
Oh, like how you're so sure gravy goes well with pancakes.
Kinda, but with worse consequences than indigestion.
Like Mother's heart getting attacked. But why would these cultists do that? Why take the villagers prisoner?
I guess we're gonna find out. Come on. Boy, a mystery. Just the kind of thing to make a story interesting, according to my narrator manual.
Yeah, this is. I remember what I was saying earlier. I just wonder how big the Horizon fan base is, because in my opinion, and this is no offense to Guerrilla Studios and Horizon, but when I think of PlayStation exclusive, like if I were to get rid of a PlayStation exclusive, at least from what I've played of Horizon, like if you were to make me pick between God of War, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, and Horizon, Horizon would be the first one out. I love Ghost too much. I love The Last of Us. I love both Part 1 and Part 2 of The Last of Us. I love God of War. And obviously, I guess it's not really fair to compare this franchise to the likes of a God of War or Last of Us, because, excuse me, those have been beloved franchises for so long. But like, if you were asking me to pick between this and Ghost, I'm picking Ghost. 10 out of maybe 9 out of 10 times. Maybe, I mean, like I said, I haven't fully beat Horizon, so maybe something happens that really makes me change my outlook on the game. When I played, I enjoy it, but it's not. I don't know. I also am just not a big like primal era. I mean, I know Horizon is. It's like primal, futuristic, like sci-fi primal era. But like I remember when this is a really crazy flashback of the gaming world, but when Far Cry Primal came out, I was so hyped, and oh my god, I was so let down. I hated that game. I found that game very boring.
Good hit. Just need a few more in the same spot. Huh, that weak part isn't so weak.
Yeah, like I like stealth games. Like I love Metal Gear. I love Splinter Cell. There was, oh, the new Black Ops campaign was very stealth heavy, and like I enjoy those. But I don't know, with the primal area, and like I don't know. Sometimes like the combat system is fun because you're not using. I don't know. You're more like strategic with it, and I don't know. That time period, I just never really fuck with games from that era. But I will say Horizon is one of the few exceptions, because Horizon does unique things, and I do think the story in the world is interesting,
Aw,
at
already.
least from where I am at.
Another weird ancient thing. So mysterious.
And it's gotta be interesting enough for me to buy a game that I didn't think I was gonna play near its launch. So I'm also curious who approached who for this game. Like, was it Sony reaching out to Lego saying like, hey, we really want to pursue this? Was Lego like, hey, you know, we made that Lego set. Would love to keep the partnership up and make a game in the horizon. Like, I just think it's so weird
Weak point still in place. Keep boiling on it.
that this game exists. Whether you think it's a good idea or not, like, it is really weird that this game exists. Again, I'm not saying any of this is a negative. I actually have been having fun, even just replaying this last 2 levels. Like, I think it's a nice, fun, easygoing game. And I think it's cool to see Lego kind of doing something different.
The old ones sure made some strange stuff. Ta-da! Coming through. Ugh.
I also wonder how many like young kids, not young kids, but kids old enough to maybe start playing more mature games. How many of those kids who have never played a Horizon game, how many of those kids it kind of makes them interested in it?
last bathroom break you're getting. Hey, we have rights, you know.
Found some of the prisoners. Now to clear out the guards. Another weird ancient thing. So mysterious.
I love how like lively the tree, like the foliage looks, considering it's a Lego game. Like everything is like moving and.
I see you, heathen.
Like I wonder if we'll get a Tripcaster.
Nice shot, eh?
Not gonna lie, I would think that's very cool if you get a Tripcaster.
That's the good stuff.
Make sure the coast is clear.
Another machine down. Come on, Aloy, give it another go.
Oh, satisfying.
Like it hot.
I also wonder how much, like, if you get more XP for playing on a harder difficulty, or how that goes. A lot of questions. I also know the game's not too long, so guess we'll see it. We'll find it all relatively soon. Figure it all out relatively soon.
Please, come on, please. Whoa!
Let me help you.
Free at last. Our savior. And it's you, isn't it? The girl who grew up outside the village. She whose mother is a mystery.
Sure. But you can call me Aloy.
Oh, wow. An outsider. So different.
Outsider.
So glamorous. So in need of a good tailor. That's me, Teb the Tailor. Do you cosplay? Because, oh boy, do I have costumes for you.
I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds exciting.
I'll make you an outfit as soon as I get back to Mother's Heart. Don't forget to come see me at my shop.
W. Look at it, we're fucking it up.
Back to home, sweet.
Second, unless that's from different levels, but there's 3 other characters. I don't know if that's from this mission, like if you have to keep replaying it to unlock further into each world, but
Look at the state
this is where I
of my
stopped, by
shop.
the way. This
How am
is
I
where I
supposed to
ended.
keep Mother's Heart at the forefront of fashion with this mess?
Let me see what I can do. I'm getting pretty good at building stuff.
You're the best, Aloy.
Though many of its people were still missing, Aloy was pleased to see life at Mother's Heart was returning to normal. With Teb the Tailor back at his shop, maybe she could celebrate with a brand new outfit. Because who doesn't love dressing up? Hmm?
Alrighty. So for I don't know if it's just kind of normal, but for buying the physical edition, give me this. Love that there's a Lego game where you could be a cultist. That's crazy. This is what I also saw, which was kind of cool. So it says Horizon Zero Dawn. And you have a bunch of cool outfits from Horizon. See, like all these outfits. And then you have Lego City. And Lego Ninjago. Then Amusement Park. And then Premium. This. I think it's weird that there's other Lego IPs in here. I think it's kind of
While she'd
interesting.
been trying on outfits, Aloy heard an interesting bit of town gossip. A gigantic creature had been seen in the wilds, giving the villagers even more reasons to worry. She decided to investigate at once, because, well, who wouldn't?
Yeah, so it looks like you guys keep going back to the same area, and then maybe you start from the same spot and can explore further the more you play.
Frost, when we find Tirsa, she will tell me who my mother is, right? No more mysteries?
Of course. She's wanted to since the day she brought you to me. You were such a strong baby. Very muscular.
But she knew where to find me. Why keep me in suspense my whole life? And now that it was finally gonna happen, these strange cultists attack. Ugh, talk about bad luck.
Nothing to do with luck, Aloy. I think they came because of you. Because of your destiny.
Me? I'm just a girl with a bow.
Oh, you're much more than that. All-Mother marked you for bigger things. That's why you have a very important destiny.
Why are you talking like that?
What? Just trying to add a bit of drama.
We got enough drama already. So, what big destiny, and why is it so important?
Beats me. Tirsa can tell you everything when we find her. But she can't do the voice, though.
I like the animation. I think this has to be here for a reason. Maybe not. No, it's a different level, I think. Doesn't look familiar.
Ooh, good stuff in here.
Yeah, this looks different.
Okay, looking much better.
Don't even know what that does. Very intrigued. I can't get over that. And she did it again. Look at the water, man. I love the old Lego look. Oh, that's cool. I don't even want to go that way at the... What did I say like that? It's nice to be playing a game like this, I'm not gonna lie, on my YouTube channel, because Metaphor, we actually beat Dragon Age on stream. Playing Hollow Knight now. That's something that interests you, but kind of just play a laid back game for once. Metaphor and Dragon Age are very story heavy games. Well, I love Metaphor so much. Nice to kind of get a nice little breather.
Stop it, you brute!
I say breather as I'm not going to record another episode like of Metaphor right after I'm done with this. Like, I'm in love with Metaphor, man. I over on my TikTok, I'm making quite a lot of with the Game Awards being announced on Monday, or the Game of the Year Game Award nominations being announced Monday. Just making content kind of talking about my personal pick, and I'm not putting in either on my list. I haven't put in Persona 3 Reload or Metaphor because I haven't beat them, and that's kind of like one of my
Heroes
big
came upon a
things.
secluded clearing where they found 3 mysterious chests and an odd trader who demanded no payment. Who was he? And why was he waiting in the middle of nowhere with these treasures?
The chests and I have awaited your arrival.
Never seen this before.
Last food soldier.
Awesome. Let's have some fun.
That's cool. But yeah, I just kind of my philosophy is I really try not to rank any sort of game in my top on any list until I beat it. Solely because like you can be playing a game you really love and the ending really flops and then it changes how you feel about a game.
Who is that?
Not sure.
So I'm trying to beat him before the Game Awards and before the end of the year so I can put him on the list. But right now I'm not entirely sure if I
Are you
can do
okay?
that.
Oh, yeah. See that falling technique? High degree of difficulty, that one. I'm Varl, a great Nora warrior. Sort of.
Ah, Varl. We spoke to your mom. She's worried about you.
Yeah, she always worries. But I'm gonna show her just what I can do. I'll show everyone I've got what it takes to be a hero. You'll see. Okay, gotta go. Oh, that was a good one.
Be careful.
Oh, yeah, recovery. Oh,
He is really good at that. Whoops.
Or how long this game was in development for. See, I love this shit, man. It's cute to see how much they went into the Horizon stuff. That's what's cool. Like if this is what if it is like a test, to, like kind of pull an Astrobot and like make Lego versions of iconic video game IPs is like you can make a remake a video game and tell the story in a more childlike way, like you do with movies and TV shows and other Lego games. But they keep the gameplay style and like Lego-fy it. I think is kind of cool. Like obviously this doesn't play one-to-one like Horizon, but it plays enough like Horizon to the point where you're like, yeah, this is Lego Horizon. That makes sense.
You should have joined a knitting cult. Aloy won. This guy, nada.
stop this right now. Taking a swing.
Dang,
Oh,
right?
that hurt.
Hit
You won't be
multiple.
bothering anyone now.
I got extra heart dice. I want to fight a big monster.
Ooh, got my own personal swimming pool.
I really gotta look up the voice actors after this because I'm really curious if they got everyone back. I would imagine kind of the luxury of making a Lego game based on a video game IP is that you probably just get the voice actors back instead of like a TV show with Robert Downey Jr. where you're probably not gonna get Robert Downey Jr. to voice act the Lego version of himself. You also never know.
I'm up here.
Voice actors are busy too. Okay. I'm wondering if there's no way we're gonna
Look at
fight
that.
that
It's so
because
tall.
you don't fight them.
So,
At least from where I am in Horizon, you don't fight them. Be cool if we got to climb it like in Horizon. I don't know why I'm saying like in Horizon. This is literally Lego Horizon, but like in the base game.
there it is again. I wonder where it's going.
Aloy had heard stories of the gentle, majestic machines known as Tallnecks. They strolled the wilds like colossal wanderers and were said to carry gold bricks on their flat heads. And everyone knows that only gold bricks could rebuild a village like Mother's Heart. Just don't ask me why. It's
Really cool level. Can I light these on fire with my boots? I can. That's really cool.
So long, Inmet. Stop it away! Oh, fire everywhere. What could possibly go wrong?
That's so cool, man.
Frost always said, the wild reward the curious. Coming through.
Gonna keep up with it. Really cool mission. The soundtrack's also pretty good. Just
The view must be.
I didn't really realize it, but it's kind of popping off right now. Dude, I love the water. I think the water looks so good. I do hope there's a little more to the combat. That's the only thing I think is lacking so far. Is you can only the only two things you can do is jump and shoot your bow, and then whatever ability you have. I would imagine we're gonna get a tripcaster. I don't know how you make a Lego Horizon game without a tripcaster. In my opinion, it's probably the most iconic weapon in the game.
Attack!
I think I got the hang of this.
Cool. I guess that's kind of a weapon. That's just a way to traverse. I'm not gonna sit here and be naive and say that this game is probably gonna sell really well and we're gonna get a bunch of games like this, right? But if PlayStation's gonna take risks, you know, I don't absolutely hate this one. I mean, they've made some other bad. I mean, there's a lot worse risks you could take. Obviously, I would love to see maybe like something really, really like crazy, like maybe the online multiplayer Spider-Man game that got scrapped by Insomniac.
Caught up with you. If you don't mind me jumping on your head, reach the summit.
I also will say this isn't live service, which automatically makes it amazing that it's a PlayStation exclusive that's not being forced to be live service. For those who know, you know. Rest in peace, Concord.
Ever since machines made the wilds too dangerous, Mother's heart has been falling apart. We've had to close off whole areas because we just couldn't get the resources. But thanks to you, we can start rebuilding. It would help if we could find Karst, of course. He's the town's, well, I guess you could call him our handyman. Among other things. Pretty sure the cultists have him now. Speaking of which, I don't suppose there's any sign of Varl.
Your son? Actually, yeah. He is out there, doing his
Rolling.
best.
He tries so hard. All I can do is ask All Mother to return him safely. We keep our tools and parts by the tree, in case you ever need to upgrade your gear. Might give you an advantage in the fights ahead.
Moving weak points will award XP. Really cool. Not a lot of options, but still cool. Oh. Well, upgrade that, I guess. Aloy and Ross. I don't see anything that looks like a tripcaster.
I mount a rescue operation to bring back Varl.
Alright, looks like it's gonna send us on another mission, so I don't think we're gonna progress any further, at least for today. Actually, that's in here. Oh, that's the okay. Oh yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. I think. Alrighty, well that's gonna do it for part 1 of LEGO Horizon Adventures. Just kind of a nice, unique new game to try instead of Metaphor and then Dragon Age over my YouTube channel. Quick little housekeeping things. Look out for, it's gonna take a little bit for me to edit, not gonna lie, because I played 40 plus hours of Dragon Age. But look out for a supercut of Dragon Age, the Veilguard. For those who don't know, there's a couple supercuts on my channel taking all the best moments from all my streaming from that game and cutting it down to a shorter video. Obviously, Dragon Age is still gonna be a very long video. Like I said, 40 plus hours. I'm not gonna be able to cut down to 30 minutes, but I'm gonna try to cut it down as best as I can and as entertaining as I can. So if that interests you, feel free to go swing over and watch that. If you want to come watch a live stream, if you like the content you want to come watch live, I stream nearly every day. Playing Hollow Knight right now over my Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So if you have any of those platforms you want to come watch, feel free to swing on over. And if you just want to see me play other games, I have plenty of content on my channel that you can go over and watch that you may enjoy. So if any of that interests you, feel free to show some love and support. It would truly mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much. And with all that being said, have a great morning, night, afternoon, wherever, whenever you guys are watching this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.